So Harry and I both had relatively similar coming out stories. So Harry and I both came out when we were quite young, and it wasn't necessarily our own ideas to come out. And I think we generally had kind of mixed experiences, some good and some bad experiences of kind of being queer at school, particularly in my own circumstances. So I went to an all-girls Catholic school, which I think is kind of an interesting place to try and be a kind of gay teenager, especially kind of in the early mid-2000s. My experiences at school of being queer was quite interesting. I was at an all-girls Catholic school, and we used to have this wall where it had like all of the school photos. You know, every 5 years they take a whole school photo. And I remember on one of my first days I was being shown around the school by someone who is still my friend today, and she took me to this big wall of photos, and she scanned along and she went, "That one is a lesbian," and she's now left. And I remember thinking, interesting, out of all of these girls, there's 500 girls in this photo. That was the one that you decided to point out to me. That's interesting. And so I definitely felt, because I came out so young, I was probably 12, 13, I definitely felt like the odd one out. And I didn't really have any queer adults in my life. There wasn't really any family friends or definitely not any teachers I knew that were out. So yeah, I definitely felt like this little kind of person alone in a big school. I think that one of the best things that people can do if they're able to is to be out. Obviously not everyone is going to be able to be out, but if you can, I think showing people that you can have a lovely life as a grown-up and as a kid being queer. I'm really fortunate. I've got a lovely partner, we've got a nice house, we've got 2 cats, we've got a lovely life together. And I think if I'd been able to see someone like me when I was a teenager, that would have been really helpful for me.